This is 95.3 Business Now.
Welcome back, everyone. South African-born Wamkele Mene has been unanimously re-elected for another 4 years as the Secretary General of the African Continental Free Trade Area Secretariat, headquartered in Accra, Ghana. African heads of state and government at the AU Summit last weekend in Ethiopia reaffirmed their confidence in Mene, reappointing him for another term. And joining me to discuss the AfCFTA and African trade progress under Wamkele Mene since he was first elected in February 2020 is barrister Legbosi Nwayabo, a trade lawyer and executive director at the Nigerian Private Sector Alliance based in Abuja. It's good to have you on the line this morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. And good morning to listeners.
All right. So give me your thoughts on the reappointment of Wamkele Mene as the Secretary General of the AfCFTA Secretariat.
Yeah, I think it's for us to appreciate the heads of state and government for thinking it wise and prudent to reappoint His Excellency Wamkele Mene to continue the good work he has started for another 4 years. So my thought is that it is a good decision, and it is something that is worth it, because if he were not to be elected, then a new person or a new SG was to be appointed, that would also slow down the work at the Secretariat in terms of implementation and operationalization of the various activities in the Secretariat. So I think it is a wise decision, and his act that he's asked to for the next 4 years. So my thought is to congratulate him and then also thank the African leaders for making that decision.
Very important to also consider is how much progress did intra-African trade make under Wamkele's leadership?
Yeah, I think the first thing we should appreciate is that Wamkele Mene is the pioneer Secretary General of the AfCFTA, and that record in terms of intra-African trade has not been encouraging. And so I think what we should be looking at now is the kind of effort, the kind of programs, the kind of structure that Wamkele Mene has brought into the AfCFTA. And if I remember in one of his comments, is about now that all the protocols are now fully negotiated, that we look forward to more improved trading. But don't also forget that under his leadership, he launched the Guided Trade Initiative in 2022 in order to encourage or in order to enlist more countries to begin to trade under the AfCFTA. So at the moment, out of 49 countries or 45 countries that have signed on or ratified, not up to 15 have started trading under the Guided Trade Initiative, but I think about 7 or 10 are already doing that. So I think a good statistics will come out when we are able, or when the Secretariat is able to get everyone or all the countries on board to trade freely. Before that statistic can be very clear for all to read out.
So looking at the current, challenges in the global economy right now, how might the AfCFTA help African countries in navigating through these unprecedented challenges in the global economy?
Yeah, I think from what has been done at the Secretariat level, putting in some infrastructure in terms of engaging with national governments and all the engaging even the private sector. I think AfCFTA, as it's been said, promises to be not just a game changer in terms of how we do things or how we trade in Africa, but it's a new era of trade. And so AfCFTA is not just a trade agreement, but it also carries some components of development and industrialization. So AfCFTA comes with that hope of encouraging Africans to begin to look inward, to produce what we need, and then also to add value to the goods that we have. So I think not minding whatever challenges that are at the global level, I think AfCFTA is out there to also strengthen the capacity of countries in terms of private sector investment, private sector development, in order for businesses to see opportunities within Africa. Using the various protocols that have been developed, particularly like the protocol on investment. So AfCFTA shows that capacity or shows that potential in the African society, where we can invest among ourselves, we can trade among ourselves, we can also carry out businesses in a more, so to say, less monopolistic manner in terms of obeying competition rules, as it were. So I think in all, AfCFTA, not minding whatever is happening globally, is out to position Africa to also be a global player in the global market by having our own goods, by having our own services also traded across the globe. Yeah.
So, Barrister, before I let you go, what is your outlook on intra-African trade potentials, given the rise of several geopolitical upheavals around the world?
Yeah, it's a mixed scenario. It has its good, it also has the bad side of it. The bad side of it is that insecurity and the oppression that we're talking about is a major challenge to trade, no doubt about that. But at the same time, for Africa, it is also a time to look inward to see how we can also use trade as an instrument of peace across Africa, where we can trade among ourselves, build relationship, and then be more conscious about the investment we have in Africa among ourselves, and then propagate the good news for us to live peacefully amongst ourselves, amongst our African brothers, and also avoid the conflict that we have around. But most importantly, it also opportunities that this crisis, as it were, can also provide for us in order to make life more livable for people, and then use trade to encourage good living in terms of job creation, in terms of employment, and also in terms of income generation that trade and its activity provides for Africa and African citizens.
All right, Barrister Legbosi Nwayabo, a trade lawyer and executive director at the Nigerian Private Sector Alliance based in Abuja. Thank you so much for your time this morning. Do have a great day ahead, sir.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you,
listener.
I am Aramide Folorunsho, and that's your business now for today, Tuesday, the 20th of February. Do have a great day ahead, everyone. It's bye for now.
This is 95.3 Business Now.